Started with this video, I already know there's gonna be at least two different types of people in the chat, or the people watching this, which are gonna be the people that are like praying to God that I say that this game is spectacular. Then you're gonna have the people that are gonna be like, okay, already, just say this game is awful, and just I wanted to say that because this game, it's not bad. And it's very subjective. To me, subjectively, I love this game. I grew up with it. It is probably one of the few games that I still play. I've been playing it for years. Now, this account has not been alive for years, but that's besides the point. I just I know for a lot of people, and for probably those who will see this, are people that have been playing this game for a long time and they want it to age up with them. Like I do get that. Lots of the How to Train Your Dragon fans now are they're older. We're all we all grow. We can't just we don't stay children forever. And I completely understand that. But this is just something I wanted to speak my mind about just a little bit. Why is the sound effect still going on? That's fine. No, it's just this is just something that like I have to kind of talk about because like every How to Train Your Dragon fan has. Every How to Train a Dragon fan knows of School of Dragons. There's just no way you can't know about it. It's that or Rise of Berk. I know Titan Uprising is one that's slowly rising up. Um, sorry. But if I'm going to be honest, this game it's not as bad. I think some people do make it seem worse. Uh, I'm gonna give you a few examples right now. One of them is the Light Fury suit. Uh, Lots of you, the main video I actually remember was Silverweed's one. I think it's the one that kind of made it blow up. It was very 18 plus. Let's say that the way she was doing it was very 18 plus, and lots of people kind of agreed. Now, I'm gonna say this. This is a children's game at the end of the day. School of Dragons is still technically a kid's game at the end of the day, and they're not gonna just all of a sudden change it to what we want it to be as we keep going up. And it is still technically, and it's kind of a mix between an app game and not so. It's gonna have the membership thing. It's gonna have the money. That is where its game is based on. I mean, if you don't know that, I'm sorry to break it to you, but this game is, yeah, it's gonna kind of use money. However, as someone who has been playing this game for years, I can tell you right now, you do not need money to play this game. Lots of people think that. Lots of people think, oh my god, it's so impossible to get a dragon without, gems. And you're right, but you don't necessarily need to keep buying gems or, what's the word? Buying memberships, whatever. Just doing that. I mean, I've already made a video on that. I'll probably link it in the description. You can get 250 gems within 30 minutes. I mean, yes, you need to get a 7-day membership, but even that's pretty worth it. Then you can just about for what 2 hours grind buy like the expansion packs, and you have all the islands for free. And if you just after all that and you get everything you want, you just keep up with the 7-day membership. Basically, just an hour of grinding a week if you want Toothless and the Light Fury. Now, yes, you are not going to get Alpha Toothless and Alpha Light Fury, and so on. But this kind of is what it is. Now, uh, now I'm going to talk about like just the main subjects right now of How to Train Your Dragon in this game. Now, don't get me wrong, this game has come out with some amazing things lately. I mean, like, the Adult Nightlights, for one, Rough Runner right here, looks beautiful and actually kind of looks like just a Toothless. I guess it's not Toothless, but, he has that, male Night Fury look to him. I mean, Night Fury, I'm sorry. He has that look to him. He looks perfect. He's gorgeous. It's very adorable. Now, on the subject of Toothless, something I'm going to talk about is the Toothless model. It is probably the most hated model in this video game, despite there being much worse out there. I mean, complain about the Monstrous Nightmare, the Gronkle. Those are all pretty good ones. I mean, the Natter and the Zippleback are pretty popular. I mean, so is the Monstrous Nightmare, for one. You kind of see them, everywhere. I mean, but that model could be better. The Skrill model could be upgraded, which is probably a model we could get upgraded for if we just kind of went off on it a little bit more. Now, wait, oh, yeah. I didn't know you could do that. I didn't know that was a glitch. Oh, no. Okay. No, not settings, me. The Toothless model, everyone's heard this argument before, and if you haven't, I'm sorry to bring it up because, I mean, I kind of hate talking about it because it's a very touchy subject. So here's the Toothless model. Now, I do admit, it is not the best model in the game, especially compared to the Light Fury. The Light Fury it is a beautiful model. It just has no shading on it at all whatsoever. I mean, it does, but it's not a lot. It's more like a sparkly dragon. Now, one of the biggest points that people have with this is that, oh my god, these wings aren't scientifically accurate. This isn't a comfortable position in real life. This isn't real life. It's a game. It's a kid's game at the end of the day. Now, I'm going to say this part subjectively really quick. I love this model. I grew up with this model. I have never hated it. I love this model. Yes, it's not perfect. But for me, just getting to fly around with Toothless, especially this Alpha Toothless that looks pretty good for what it is and what this game is, hey, I like this model. I grew up with it, and it's probably one of the closest models we have now to the 2010 Toothless. Because it has that more slender model to him. Much, more narrow, pretty sure that's the word, of a head. I mean, Toothless has gotten older. He has changed throughout the shows, the movies. This is probably closest we get to 2010, and I know lots of people love 2010. But this model, at the end of the day, I think it's okay. Now, the only thing I'd say that I agree with is that his flying part might need to be changed. You can see how it is kind of more rough, but I think for me it doesn't bother me. It might bother others more. But for this game, this Toothless as it is not bad. It really isn't. I know we all think it is because we're like, "Oh, I don't think this would be comfortable in a real thing." It's a kid's game. This is not worth arguing to the COD company or COD itself about how this doesn't look comfortable. Look, if we're looking at Toothless here, this is actually in an amazing position if we drew him out like this. Like, come on. Oh, it's another Toothless. This Toothless, I am very subjective towards it because to me, I love it. Now, I do understand why people hate it. I understand why people like it. But in the terms of this video game, it is okay. It's not as bad as we make it, to me, subjectively. And, maybe it's different, and if you do hate it, that's your opinion, that's fine. But I'm saying, just for this game alone, it's not bad. And it does not need to be scientific. It does not need to be a real-life comfortable position because it's a kid's game. Like, I mean, come on, we're not... Let's not do that. And it's the same thing for this Light Fury suit. That it had a controversy in it about its helmet. Let's just look at it really quick. Okay, look. This is a very nice looking flight suit if you take away all the negative comments it got. I love this. I love this freaking flight suit. I mean, it looks great. And who cares if it's scientifically accurate or if it's not scientifically accurate to the Viking world. It's a kid's game. They're gonna make things that look cool to kids to, get money or just to give something that we would enjoy. I mean, now we're getting suits like this. I don't know. Like, this kind of looks worse. This isn't too bad. It's not equipping. This one isn't bad. But like, I kind of, this is a kid's game at the end of the day. And I know lots of people are like, oh, they need to keep upgrading. First off, they don't even have the money to do that. And if you know that, just stop. Okay, yes, say that, oh man, I wish that this game could be better, and it could be better. But, what are you going to do to keep telling COD, hey, go upgrade your game, I don't like it anymore, even though I know you can't upgrade it? What is that actually going to do? It's going to get you nowhere. Like, there's no point in that. I'm sorry. It really doesn't. It doesn't. Now, yes, it's not a great detailed game, but it's not that bad. If you want to go get another game, by all means. What we have, we got the we got what was it? The 3DS and PS3 game of How to Train Your Dragon. Go get that. It's free online. You can download that game. If you want me to make a video on that, sure, why not? I will. I did it. And it's a great game. You just kind of fly around. It's basically this. Now, this game has definitely, for the little game that it is in our small little How to Train Your Dragon community, it is a very okay game. Yes, newer models like the Zippo Wraith are going to look better. It's a newer model. They're going to keep trying. This game's still going to keep giving us stuff because there are people that still care about this game. But this game isn't, for what it is, the money that they have, with the resources that they have, it's not that bad. And slowly but surely, they do upgrade this game. The summer/spring event thing, Thawfest, it's better this year. We're getting gems. We're getting just, if you grind on this game, like most people do, you get what you want. You get rewards out of it. You have a fun time grinding. Stop complaining. Actually enjoy the game. Find creative ways to grind and stuff. You have a great time on this game. Yes, I sound like I'm taking the side of COD, but that's because I am. I love this game. I've played it for years, and it kind of annoys me how people are like, this game's so bad. It doesn't even deserve what it has now. But, is this what I'm gonna call bad? There's much worse out there. Yes, this could be better, but for the resources that they have, it's not that bad. And we can't upgrade Toothless. His model was lost a long time ago. Complain about dragons that we want upgrade, like Skrills and yeah. Thanks, Gold Dragons. There are models. Yes, they can make another Toothless model. But are they going to? Probably not, and it's not worth arguing about it any more than it has been going on for years. And I get it, we all love Toothless. But I'm not gonna complain about this guy. Because it's not that bad to me anymore. And it never has. Yes, I know it can be better. These models can be upgraded. But they don't got that money. They don't got the money to make another game. It's not gonna happen. No matter how bad we want it, it's not gonna happen. And for those who keep arguing or fighting, like, oh my god, this could be so much better, this isn't accurate to the Viking world and such. Who cares? It looks cool. Light Fury suit, that thing looked amazing. You shouldn't really be comparing this to the real Viking world. This is a kid's game. You are not going to get that. I mean, you can go make your own, but like, I'm just nah, nah. It's not gonna happen. It's a kid's game at the end of the day, and I just wanted to get that word out there because it's just frustrating for me, who has been playing this game for just straight years, and people are just still going at it like that, even though we know they can't upgrade it. I mean, yes, the models are getting better, but I mean, of course, they're slowly going to keep grinding at it because they do know there are people that care about this game. Now, I mean, there's newer shows that are garbage that are coming out of How to Train Your Dragon, and they're not, adding that because, obvious reasons. And that I get that. That's something to complain about. They're going to keep milking the How to Train Your Dragon series. But this game is not that. And for what it is, it's great. The battleship events, you will get 75 gems if you come in first in like the top gold. That's hella great. Like, come on. Who doesn't fucking want that? Like, okay, so enough of me ranting on about this. I'm sorry, it's just kind of one big long rant and kind of the same stuff over and over. This is my final point. Because Light Fury suit, toothless model, them not making things accurate enough, them not doing enough, I kind of think you're wrong. For those, not all of you. I know that, not all of you. Some. And if you don't like it, that's fine. You don't have to like this game. If you do, you do. You don't, you don't. You mixed. Well, then you're mixed. I don't know what to tell you. That's for you to figure out, not me. For what this game is, for the money it has, for the resources that it has, it's a pretty good game. For what it is. And they are slowly getting there. They're still adding missions, adding little things that make us happy, that keep making us come back to this game. And one of the amazing things about this game is if you've been to my Instagram, probably none of you have. So shameless plug right there. I have a little journal that I work with on my actual account. This isn't my main one. This is one for YouTube. Hey, I'm over here just to kind of going along with my Viking story, which for me is like my own way of being in the Viking world with How to Train Your Dragon. There are so many fun things you can do with this game. Just kind of be creative, I guess. And don't tell me you're not creative. I can see you. You are all creative. Everyone's creative in their own way to me. I don't care who you are. You're always going to be creative in some sort of way. Don't ever let anyone tell you that you are not. Anybody can be creative. It doesn't have to be in art. It can be in photography and other things. The way you are with, anything. We're all creative in our own way. Just keep that in mind. But this game, it's not that bad. And I promise you that. Toothless model, it's not that bad as we think it is. Now, yes, it can be better, but they're not going to upgrade it because its files are lost. And they're not going to make 2 toothless models. Light Fury suit, please don't complain about that. That thing actually looks dope. It's a kid's game. Don't even bring realistic comparison into this. Now, yes, there are good kids games out there, but this one's made in 2010. The way what this game is run by cannot hold these things like Jurassic World Evolution 2, Microsoft Flight Simulator, Primal Carnage Extinction. It just can't. That's just what it is. Now, I do get when you guys are going to complain about glitches, like a dragon's eyes going out of place or the wings going out of place. That's things you can't, and they do fix. Games have a lot of codes. And once you change something else, there might be another glitch. And they're just slowly trying to fix it all up. Yes, it's been like 10 years. Actually, 12. Or was it 2020? Yeah, it's 2022. Yeah, sorry. my ears are still, I don't even keep up with time half the time. Um, you know, it's okay for what it is. I just like want to point that out. Like the Snuffle Fang, it needs an upgrade. Like, can we get like models that actually need upgrades and stop complaining about the same thing over and over? This game's great for what it is. So yeah, I wanted to get that word out there that this game is actually good for what it is. I know it's kind of a long, dumb rant video. Sorry, not sorry. It's my channel. I can upload whatever I want to it. You know, it's pretty nice. I mean, you could do that too. There's nothing wrong with letting your opinion be known. Everyone has a voice. Now, School of Dragons, I appreciate this game. This game gives me a lot of happiness just getting to have the dragons and fly them around to the different hybrids and stuff. Thank you so much for making these things. Yes, your game may not be a lot, but it does bring some happiness to some people. And just make some more things for the Humbanger Dragon. Like, I would love for more stuff for that. I'm going to keep putting that in the end of every video until they do that. But that's it. And have a great day, good night, good afternoon. Have whatever day you're going to have. Remember, you're all creative. That's another thing I need to let out there. And if the that little red button is gray, I mean, if the red button is red, would you quickly just make it gray for me? I'd appreciate it a lot, actually, believe it or not. It kind of makes me very happy, too. Yeah, just go a few inches below the screen. Probably, like, I don't know, like 6 inches or something. I don't know. Just go down there.